Welcome to my channel, Pretty Things. We're going to design and make a 3D mask pattern with a filter pocket. But before we start, please subscribe, share and put on your notification for future uploads. Thank you. We're going to need a 5 by 8.2 inches piece of paper. Then we're going to mark 2 inches on each edge, as you can see on here. Inches across as well. Then you're going to connect those 2 points together with a ruler, and then you are going to do the same for the other side, like shown above. Then we're going to cut off those edges so we can get the pattern shaping along. We're going to mark now the top edge. You mark the middle bit, that's the middle part of the top edge, and then 1 centimeter downwards. That will give us a guide for the curve that we're going to make, which is the nose area. So you mark 1 centimeter downwards. You can either eyeball it and make a curve using that middle point as your guide, or you can use a curved ruler to carve it out. Then you're going to cut that piece. Now this mask I've done before, that's the curved area that comes on the edge of your nose. Then you're going to use your ruler to join the high point. Then you mark 2 inches on both sides, and you connect like that. The little bit that we've drawn there is the pocket area, so you're going to cut off the pocket from that section, and that section is going to be folded when you are cutting your fabric. So you're going to fold that. That's the final mask pattern 3D. To show you how to cut the fabric. You fold your fabric, then you put the pattern, and the folded edge of the pattern will be on the folded edge of the fabric, like that. Okay. So you make sure that it's in place. I use my weights to hold it in place. Then I'll cut all the way around the pattern. It will be twice the size of the pattern. That's why we use the folding area, to make sure it makes it easier. Instead of, you cut one piece of filter pocket, fold it as well. We now have got all the pieces that we need, the filter pocket and the fabric pieces. You are going to put the middle layer at the bottom first, the top layer facing the right side up, and the inner layer facing down, the right side facing down. So basically you're sandwiching the right side for the inner and outer layer together. So we got all the pieces together. Let's assemble for the sewing. So we're going to start with the elastic band. Attach each elastic band on each side of the fabric. You secure it nicely, making sure that the right side and the left side it's straight, it's actually matching. You make sure it's matching when you're touching the fabric. Remember, you're touching the elastic to fabric, the middle fabric and the lower fabric if you're using 3 pieces of fabric. If you're using 2, just attach it to the one you are going to attach, and all the sides are matching, left and right side matching. Then we take the outer layer, right side facing down, side facing down. Then you attach it to the elastic band point, and in the right place before you take it to the sewing machine. So we are then going to stitch all the way around the curve, but leave a gap of about 4 fingers. Go to the sewing machine now and make sure that we stitch everything in place. Right, we're now done and it's all stitched. Elastic bands are in place. We're now going to clip the curved area at the top, making sure you don't cut the stitched line, but you clip it so that it's keep that out, just the curved area and the corners as well. If you got big bits, just chop them off. Now we're going to turn the mask inside out. So then the best thing is always iron all the time to make sure everything is in shape. Ironing is as good as sewing, so make sure you iron it nicely. Tuck in that bottom bit so that when you're top stitching, everything is going to fall into place, and it makes it easier as well when you're sewing. Sew it nicely with a pin. Before you put the wire in, curve it so you get a center point. Secure it. So I'm going to put 3 pins, one in the middle, one on the left of the wire, and another one on the right side, so it doesn't move when you're stitching around. I'll start with the wire area, stitching slowly and carefully, back stitch, and you can sew as close as possible to the wire. Use your fingers to keep pushing it to the edge, curving nicely around that corner. Use your finger to push it round the edge. Move your pins and just go slowly, move slowly on this area, and there, you're done. Then you can stitch all the way around now, making sure the opening at the bottom is all right. So we're done now. You can see the nose bridge is wire is flexible and nice. So now we're going to shape the mask and insert the pocket, but before we do that, we make sure we stitch the pocket on the sides that are visible. We stitch the side of the pocket, and you align that along the line that you're going to fold. So you're going to fold along that line so you can put the filter pocket inside that. So that's how it's going to be when it's done. Okay, so you put it like that. That's why we didn't stitch the other sides, because they're gonna be stitched now along with this. Iron it in place. Now you can secure that with clips and make sure everything is in the right place as it should. We're going to stitch all that and along there, top and bottom. We take it to the machine now and stitching the filter pocket inside and securing it inside there as well. But you'll see the finished product, how this all falls into place. Right, so there we have it. We have it all stitched top and bottom, and inside we have the pocket in place, secured in place. So that's how you put the filter pocket inside. And now we are going to shape the mask. So you clip it like that, and then you stitch the machine. Then we're going to shape the top side as well, where the wire is. You fold it backwards, and then you attach it to the outside like that, and that gives you the 3D shape for the top bit. So we've shaped the mask, and that's how it's going to look like when it's completely stitched. You got your filter pocket there, right? And that's how beautiful it looks. See that? Very, very beautiful 3D mask. So all we got to do now, we're almost done. All we got to do is stitch the corners like that. I'll show you how to on this one. So you stitch along the top stitch there, then you turn the corner and stitch downwards. So we stitch there. So I'll show you one more time how to do the corner. Try to zoom in here. So you go down and then you turn the other side and stitch it down to secure to the corner. Like that. So you're going to do the same to the other two edges, and your mask is done. There is the final product. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and to put a notification to get a notification when we upload more videos. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for watching, and come back soon.